Hello guys, welcome back to Tali's kitchen, and today we're going to learn how to make vitumbua. Vitumbua are a sweet Swahili snack. This is honestly one of my ultimate favorite snacks. I grew up eating this at my grandma's place, and my dad right now makes the best of vitumbuas actually, and I did learn how to make these vitumbuas from him. This turned out absolutely amazing. Look at that, nice and beautifully fluffy on the inside. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into it. So I have here 2 cups of rice which I soaked overnight. So I've just gone ahead and drained out the water. Do not pour out that water, we'll use it later. So just add your rice into your blender, and then up next we're going to go ahead and add our sugar. I started here with half a cup of sugar, so just pour that in there, and then we're going to go back and add 1/8 of a cup of sugar. Up next, we're going to add half a teaspoon of cardamom powder. So just pour that into your blender, and then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of yeast. I'm now going to add my coconut cream here. I'm doing 65 ml of coconut cream. That's just 1 packet of coconut cream. And then that rice water I told you not to pour out, we're going to add 3/4 cups of it here. If you have coconut milk, use 3/4 cups of coconut milk. So we're going to go ahead and start blending our rice. We're trying to get a really fine, smooth consistency. So you can start on low and then switch it up to high. At this point, I'm going to go in with my spatula just to see the size of the grain. So if you can look closely here, the grains are still a bit large. So we're just going to blend this a little further. So just take your time here, don't hurry it up. Just blend your rice and be patient with it. So I'm going to look at the grains again, and if you can look at it right now quite closely, you'll realize the grains are quite small. If you still don't have smaller grains, go back in there and blend your rice again. So I'm going to now pour my mixture into a bowl. Use your spatula to get everything out of that blender jug into your bowl. Next up, I'm going to use cling film to cover this up. Make sure it's airtight, and then we're going to let this rise for 2 hours. It's been 2 hours now, and this is nicely proofed. If you can see, this has actually doubled in size. So I'll give you a closer look to just get to see the air bubbles in there. I'm going to go in now with my spoon and just mix it all in. Oh, look at that. It looks so fluffy. So next up, we're going to add, the consistency is a bit heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and add half a cup of that rice water, or you can use coconut milk if that's what you have. I use rice water because it still has a lot of starch in it, and it's good for vitumbuas, but you don't have to use it if you don't want to. So here I have my vitumbua pan, and I've gone ahead and added about 1 teaspoon of oil in each hole. So I've already tested our oil, and I can see it's nice and hot using part of our butter. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill each hole with 1 serving spoon of butter. I've tried making vitumbuas a couple of times before I actually got it right. So if it doesn't work the first time, just try again. Practice makes perfect. So if you look at our vitumbuas right now, we can see that it's bubbling at the center, and if you can look at the sides, it has begun to form the crust. So at this point, you know we want to turn them. So on one hand, you'll have paper towel, and on one hand, you'll have a spoon. And this is how you're going to turn them. Using your spoon, you're going to go through the side and then below and then flip, okay? Through the side, below, and flip, okay? Just go through the side, below, and then you flip them. So that is how you turn your vitumbuas. When your spoon gets sticky, that is what our paper towel is for. Wipe it down and then go ahead and finish flipping the rest of your vitumbuas. So one trick with vitumbuas is you have to keep on turning them like so that they get an even coating color. So it is a labor of love. It takes a few minutes. It doesn't take hours, but you have to keep doing this so that it's evenly cooked. So they've started getting a nice brownish color. So just cook them until they get to your desired color. And then after that, you should be able to remove them. We're cooking this on medium heat. So do not cook this on very, very high heat. And if you cook them on low heat, they will take forever. So we're going to remove this, and then we're going to do our next batch. So I'm just going to add again oil in my different holes here, and then I'm going to go in with 1 serving spoon of butter in each hole. So when it begins to form bubbles at the center and creates a crust on the side, then we know it's time for us to flip this. So we're going to use a spoon again to flip this. I learned to use a spoon to flip them from my dad, and it really offers a lot of stability and support. So the tip is to go through the sides and then below and then flip. Okay. So then again, you have to keep turning them until they get a nice, beautiful color. So just keep turning them, and when they get to your desired color, this is my desired color, go ahead and remove them, and now it's time for us to serve. This looks so good, guys. They look so good. Vitumbuas are a really unique snack. If you've never had them before, just try them. Try and make them and see what you think about them, but they're really, really good. Would you look at that? This looks absolutely amazing. This turned out really soft, so fluffy. Oh, would you look at that? It just looks absolutely amazing. I enjoyed mine with a cup of tea. This is good for serving with guests, having in the morning with tea. It's a really, really good snack. Please make sure you try out this recipe and let me know how it goes. Remember to follow, like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you again next time with another amazing recipe. Bye bye.